What's up? So I like to watch the news. Sometimes I watch the news, not just locally here in Washington, but I watch them in different cities, and just I just like to be interested in what's going on in other places of the country. There was one story that I had not really knew about, or it just flew under my own personal radar. But unfortunately, scrolling TikTok, um, I found out about this particular story, um, and it broke my heart. Um, this is Kamani Latig. Kamani Latig is 13 years old from Toledo, Ohio, and Kamani Latig was abducted. Um, it was a week or so ago in Toledo, Ohio. She was abducted, um, and it came out. Um, I think I want to say yesterday or the last day or so, um, that she was staying with her grandmother and she was at home by herself, and apparently she feared that someone was trying to break in the house. So she called her dad, and her dad apparently came over the house. And uh, from what reports are saying, um, he allegedly went over to the house and took her. And that was the last time that her grandmother had saw her. But, these are all reports. Now I might be missing a few details out of it, but in the big picture of everything, that's what happened. Um, Apparently, her body was found after she had been abducted. Her body was found in an abandoned house. 13 years old, and she called her dad to come get her because she felt or she feared someone was trying to break into the house. Give me a second. Um, you know, I years ago, I was in a relationship, and my ex at the time had gotten pregnant, and I was happy as hell. Um, and then we lost the baby, um, and I always thought to myself, "Damn, what could have been?" Um, you know, um, I just think that grown men don't understand the privilege that you are given when you become a dad or you become a caretaker of a child. There's so much responsibility that comes with that. All the men I know are willing to put their lives on the line for their kids. And it just seems like in this case of Kamani Lateef that she was failed all the way around. Apparently, her mother didn't have custody. Even though if you were to go look at some of the videos online, you see her mother being out there very boisterous about what's going on. There's questions there about that. But my overall sentiments, number one, I'm heartbroken for that little girl. I can't imagine the pain and the trauma that she went through inside of an abandoned house. 13 years old. She breathed her last breath inside of an abandoned house. And supposedly the person who was there as she was breathing her last breath was her dad. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. These kids are innocent. And as a man, you know, you're supposed to do everything you can to protect, nourish, and raise a child. And when you see stories like this, you have a child being killed, murdered, by someone that was supposed to be her dad. Yeah, that's tough. But trust and believe, because I know the law of man still applies when it comes to certain violations in our society. The law of man clearly states that all women, elderly, and children are off limits. So I know for certain he'll be dealt with. But my God, rest in peace to that little girl, man. Rest in peace to that little girl. And to everybody who's truly affected by this tragedy in Toledo, Ohio. Unimaginable, man. Unimaginable. May God have mercy on all our souls, man.